Okay, today we are gonna motorize this guy, which if you saw my unboxing video, I talked about how this guy does not have a motor in it, so you have to put one in, so I got that too. And in this video I'm gonna try to pop them in. Now I've done one of these before for Tomytec. It was fairly straightforward, so it shouldn't take too long, but you never really know in these kinds of videos of what's actually gonna go down and what problems may lie. So let me go ahead and open up this guy. So again, this is Tram by Tomytec. I believe this is a Tokyo Tram or something in Japan. From Japan, I guess. It's a good looking model. Go ahead and take it out. Again, I haven't even taken this out of the box, so I haven't really looked at it up close yet. It feels like nothing. Like this is a McDonald's toy or something you'd get in a Happy Meal. But that's because there's no motor. So we'll go ahead and get that in there so we can run it around and become a lot more premium type of model. One big pantograph, it looks like. Really goes high. If I can keep it in focus. But lots of good details throughout. So lots of little signs and little words that I can't read because it's all in Japanese, although some of it's English. Toyama Regional Railway. The front, I cannot read because that is Japanese, but no matter. Set that there for now. Now the actual motor component. So I noticed on the side, just looking at this, it looks like you can extend it to fit different trams. So I'm not sure what size this one is, but we'll figure it out. Again, I'm having problems with the focusing. So that's different. That one wasn't on the other box, I don't think. That one was like a tri-pack where there was 3 cars in a row. But again, we'll pop this guy out. Ooh, lots of stuff. Here it is. This one too doesn't weigh too much, so I guess that's a good thing. The motor and the raw. Alright, so you can see the size difference right now. And there's, like I said, lots of these little bits. Which, what are these? They look like little front bumpers and stuff, but I don't know if this tram takes them. Because I don't think there was any extra bits in the actual tram packaging. It was just straight up flat. What it is. So, any paperwork? There should be some. Here, I hear it rattling around in there. Little bitty card. Alright. Of course, it's all in Japanese, but we live in the future and can real-time translate, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, how does this little extendo thing work? Because it doesn't seem to be obvious. Let's just see if the wheels line up as is. So they do, so I don't think I have to extend anything because they fit just normally. Okay, well, according to the book, it looks like there's different size of spacers, if you can tell, from small, medium, large, and double large. So I guess you just pick the one that is associated with your tram, and then somehow that gets jammed up in here, and that, per the picture, you space it out depending on what you need. So I think since it's already kind of set to what I'm needing, I'm thinking this is a small, but I don't know until I actually get in to do it. Now what I don't seem to see are these pieces, whatever these are supposed to be. It looks like they snap into each other, and I'm wondering if that already on here somewhere? Ah. So, again, according to the book, which I didn't notice until just now, there's a little thingy right here that you pop up. So let me get that out of the way, because that's kind of holding it in place right now. Come on. Not that I need to pop this out, because it's already set. There it goes. To the right is like a little clip. Whoa, I dropped it. There it goes. Set you right here so I don't lose it. Now it should be able to slide in and out, I would think. Yeah, there it goes. See? Clipped up and then popped back. So there you go. Now I gotta figure out which one we were set on before. Yeah, so it was the smallest setting. So we'll use that for the Tram. Now, I think did we do anything else before I pop this back down? I don't think so. You're back insecure. Alright, little Tram. Now, what do we do with the little spacers? Because I don't see that other part. I mean, even all these are like little front pieces, but I don't think that's not what this is. How do I find that piece? Or is that already on here? Might already be on there. I don't know. But I guess I just do that. It goes right on. Well, we're gonna try this and see what happens. If we need to upgrade to a bigger spacer, we always can. One on the back too. Alright, there we go. There are little front holes. I assume that's where these go. The little extra bits for the front. However, I don't think this Tram uses them because there's no space for them. Right, it's all grilled out. I think. Unless this is just a green version of what's in here. That almost is what it looks like. So we might just reuse this part. It looks like that snaps up under there as a separate component. So why don't we take this off and see what happens. So it should just be a matter of pinching the sides a little bit and wiggling it on out. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Ah. Okay. So there's that. There's this, which I assume we might get rid of because there's no space for it anymore. And then, as discussed, the little green bit fell off of this guy on the back, but the front one's still on. So I assume this is what then goes on there, and we continue as normal. So let's see. Oh. That almost looks like something's broke. No, it just sits in there. There's the green bit. Now the back one. Oop. Nope, I did them both right. I thought I did the back one backwards, but I can tell this is already going to give me problems falling off. It's not the tightest fit. Okay, one green thing down. Now we pop off this other one. Do the same. There we go. Green bits applied. Now it's just a matter of popping on the Tram. So, assuming... Let's see. How should this work? I guess this thing's in the back, so... Oh, there goes the green thing. So I assume... Which way would be back on the motor. That looks like the drivetrain, so that probably is in the back? Rear wheel drive, maybe? Or front wheel drive? I don't know if it... Yep, there goes the other one. I don't know if it matters too much, because it's just a little tram. It's not like it's going to be pulling anything either. There's no coupler. So... once I do this for like the 5th time... once we get it on here, it should stay, because the tram itself is going to hold it on. I'm thinking we do it this way. It just looks right too, based on the look of the engine car. Come on. Stay on. Okay, so just a matter of popping in. I think. There we go. Bam! No! This one fell off, of course. Oh, look at that. Okay, so maybe I do need bigger spacers, because even though the wheel size is right, it wiggles around too much. So that's very interesting. So the wheelbase is the same. We're not going to mess with the wheelbase, but we are going to add thicker spacers, because that didn't work. And it doesn't really say, so it's just a trial and error thing, I guess. You get it right. There's only 4 options, so we'll just keep going up until we fit. So popping off the medium ones right now. There's 1, 2. This is far easier than that other tram one I did, which was a little bit confusing, but it's the same motor for the second tram that I still got to put together, which will be in a separate video of how to do that. So we're going to test this, and that still looks a little short. We might need the next size up. So set these aside. We're going large. I still don't know what this component could possibly be. I don't see that anywhere, and I don't think I need it. It seems to just work with just these spacers. It might be for a specific type of tram that I don't got. Alright, large ones, there's just 2 little clips. You can kind of see, they just pop right in. So I might need a combo, who knows? A big one in the back, small one in the front. If I'm like half off or something. But that looks pretty good, and that's gonna fit. So okay, green guys, pop them back in for the 10th time. There we go. Bam. And then this is what I'm going to do, and merge the 2 together. Ooh, you know what? I am too long now. It doesn't want to go in. So, alright. Plan B. I think I'm going to convert back to medium and see if that works. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to need a combo. 1 large and 1 medium. Alright, so let's do this again. I told you, it's smooth as you might think it is. This doesn't always go as smooth as you plan. Because as straightforward as this was, we're still having some problems. But at least it's a straightforward, like, I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of, like I said, trial and error until you get it right. Sometimes the brute force method just works. Okay, there's the medium ones on. So let's try this again. Bam. And bam. Perfect fit. Alright, good. So we needed the medium ones. Wheelbase is the same though. And we are good to go, I think. I don't think there's anything else needed. Although, if I remember right, you might want to look at installing some of these side trucks, because if you look at these guys, there's little pieces here that go on the wheels, and I did not put those on. So right now it looks kind of ugly because you just see those wheels flash in silver. If we have these little covers, that's going to look a lot better. So we can use, maybe, is that what these other pieces are? Yeah, so we can use black ones, which came with the engine, or we can use the gray ones, which came with this guy. So I think I'm going to pop off the gray ones since it's the color scheme that it came with. So let me see how to do this. Ah. Alright, so there's one off. And my focusing doesn't always work right. So there's just a little clip. You just pop them off, and I'm going to do that 4 times now. Okay, wheel clips obtained. I guess it's good to note that if you screw up and break one, you will have a backup plan with the black one that came with the actual engine itself. So, but I want to kind of keep the original since that's the design that the original it came with. So now that we have these, all we got to do is pop them on the sides here. I hope I don't need to take off the thing to get them on, but it almost looks like I do. There's two. It looks like there's 2 holes there, and this one's got to go in the bigger one, which is of course covered by the tram. So we have to redo this again. So I was hoping to avoid. Oh no, the whole thing came off. Yikes. How did I do that? It came off the motor. That's a little drive for the front wheels. So, see what happens when you do this again and again? Problems. Okay. Oh, it's off the back. Interesting. I thought this little clip came out or something and it popped off the wheel, but it's actually the back. So now I gotta figure out how to jam this back in, which looks to be a little bit more difficult than I would hope. Because there's a tiny little clip on each side of the motor, and it's not one to focus. So you gotta get that clip aligned to the clips inside, and it's not wanting to go in. This is going to be difficult. Alright, I hate to do this to a brand new engine, but I had to unscrew the top part there, so I did that, and that way I have access to the inside. But even then, there's like all kinds of little pieces that are going to fly everywhere, I just know when I open this. But it's the only way I can figure out how to actually get in there to install this guy back to where it needs to be. I don't know how I pop this off. Even that doesn't want to... I don't know how I did that. What in the world? Ah! Success! We are all snapped back together. So, good, nothing flew out. Now it's just a matter of re-screwing this top part, and we are back in business. Alright, good. Everything looks correct. Alright, now we do what we came here to do, install the little wheel clips. So there's one, pretty easy. Oh, interesting. I think some of these did snap off. So this one actually has 2 clips. If you can see, there's a big one and a little one. Some of these other ones, I only noticed have the big one. So it must have snapped off, like this guy. There's only one. So I think the other one may have snapped off when I yanked it off. No matter, because it still fits. There's a little plastic bit. Oh, the big wag came off of this one. Huh. We'll have to watch and see if that holds. It should. I don't see any reason why it would come off, but yeah, you can kind of see it, maybe. If it stays in focus. So on this side, you can kind of see, you can see a little bit of the black part right here, which is covered by a little square on top, right in the middle. So something went down. But like I said, you can always replace it with the black ones, should you want. This one has both of them. Okay. Truck's on. Now we pop on the green ones for the 10,568th time. Back one. Boom. And then finally, hopefully for the last time, the sky snap. No! There goes the green one. Okay. Try this again. Ah. This does not want to hold for some reason anymore. No matter, we're jamming it up in there. Bam. We are back in business. Interesting, you can see the motor right here. Yeah. There it is. We did it finally. It only took a while. Alright, so now the moment of truth. Let's get this puppy on the track and do a little test run. Okay, bullet train off the track. This one on, because I didn't want it to share power or run into it, or run into each other, because you know, that would make the news. But we are ready to roll here, so let's crank her up and see how it works. Woo! That took off like a bullet. Barely any power. And that's a pretty good speed right there. So that thing's flying along, and we're only here on the power gauge, which is really nice. So you know it's going to go super fast if you crank it all the way up. And you push it up to 88 miles an hour. That's not 75% up the dial. Woo! I don't want to wreck it on the first go. Slowed it down to a nice cruising speed. Looks good. In the dark, out of the shadows, and away. So yeah, I'm liking this little guy so far. It complements all my other trams that I have. I think I said earlier in another video that I'm in this like tram phase where I'm buying a lot of these, and I really like them. It works so well. I mean, I like a big long train too, but I do like a little bitty tram running around as well. They're really nice, and they take up no power, and they can go really slow and smooth, and this is another win in my book. So I'll do a full review at some point in the future once I play around with some more eventually, as I will eventually get to with all the other trains and stuff I got. But for now, I'm gonna have fun with this guy. There is another one I'm still yet to do. It's the one that has the 3-car tram setup from Nuremberg. Still need to put that together, so I'll do that in another video. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy this guy as he runs around. And yeah, I think it works great. So stay tuned for more.